and welcome to my YouTube channel for the first lesson for baccalaureate students. Okay, my first lesson will concentrate on the English tenses, okay, how we use them, how we form them, how we make them, and how we use them in which context, okay. The first tenses I'm gonna start talking about are the simple present and the present continuous, okay. I'll start first with present tenses, then I'll move to talking about past tenses and their interaction and their interplay. The first tenses, as I said, are simple present and simple and present continuous. Okay. Simple present is a tense that we use to talk about habits and routines. Okay, things which we do every day. Okay, with expressions such as every day, every month, every Friday, every Saturday, every weekend, and so on and so forth. Okay. And we use it also with expressions like always, adverbs of frequency, usually, sometimes, never, and so on and so forth. For instance, I say I always wash my hands and face when I wake up in the morning. Okay, this is one of the uses of the present simple. The second use is that we use the present simple to talk about general truths or facts, something which is always true, though there is nothing which is always true according to scientific evidence. Okay, for instance, when I say the earth turns around the sun, this is something that is in a way always true. It is a fact, it is a truth. In this case we use the simple present. Okay, other examples like the sun rises from the west and sets in the east. This is a fact. This is something which does not change easily. Okay, it is something always true. So in these cases we use the present simple. Another instance when we use the simple present is to talk about emotions and feelings. Okay, how we feel about something. Do we like it? We don't like it. Do we love it? We don't love it. Or how I feel about a person or a sport or whatever, or an activity. Okay, like for example when I say John likes football but he doesn't like basketball, just an example. Okay, so these are the three instances mainly when we use the present simple. Sometimes we use the simple present to express the future, but not any type of future, because we will see in the coming sessions and classes that the future can be expressed in different ways, and one of the ways we express the future is the simple present, but we use it in a very specific context, the context where, for instance, we talk about schedules and timetables. For instance, when I want to travel, I go to the station and I read on the table, on the desk there, that the train to, I don't know, to thse, for example, leaves at 10 o'clock. Okay, so here we use the simple present, but we express the future. Okay, or for instance, I am in the airport and I'm reading about planes timetables. I read, for example, the plane to New York arrives at 7 o'clock, for example. So this is also one of the uses of the present simple. The second tense I'm going to talk about is the present continuous. Okay, the present continuous is a tense that we use to describe an action which is going on at the moment of speaking, and which is long. When I say going on, it means it is long. For instance, when I say I'm now explaining the present continuous and the simple present, okay, and I'm explaining the difference between these two English tenses. Okay, this is an instance when we use the present continuous, and we use it with expressions like now, like right now, like at the moment, like these days. Okay, though these days a little bit different from now and right now, because when I say these days, it does not mean I'm doing something right now, but I'm doing it these days. Like for example, when I say I'm reading a book on psychology these days, it might be that I'm not reading the book now, but I'm reading it. Okay, these days. We also use the present continuous to express the future sometimes. For instance, we use it, but not like the one we've talked about when talking about the simple present. Okay, we use it to talk about intentions and plans to some extent, or planning something. For instance, when I say I'm traveling next weekend. Okay, so this is an intention or a plan. So these are mainly the differences between these two tenses, the simple present and the present continuous. Okay, follow me in other sessions and other classes. I will be talking about more tenses. I will be talking about the difference between the simple past and the past continuous, and other tenses, which I will talk about later. So thank you so much for joining, and please, if you like the video, strike a like and subscribe if you like the channel, okay, and to encourage me, because I will be giving you much content, okay, and many lessons, okay, concerning these tenses and these grammar points. Thank you so much, and see you soon.